I'm John from Decipad, here to show you how our new code integrations work. So we built a block that allows the user to write their custom-made JavaScript that runs on their computer, and it basically allows them to get anything into their notebook. So if we go into our / commands and type in integrations, here we can see that we get treated with a modal, where we can select code. Okay, so here we have an example that we've kind of preset for you. And this one fetches 20 Pokemon. Makes a fetch request to an API, gets JSONs the result, returns data.results. Okay, let's run this. Ran successfully. Let's continue. Okay, so here we see 20 results, all their names and their actual URLs. Okay, let's give that a name of Pokemon. Insert that into our notebook. Okay, great. If we click this little button, we can see the source. So here are all our Pokemon. And we can use this result in our Deci blocks and our structured inputs. If I type in Pokemon into a structured input, it's just going to output it. If I type in Pokemon.name, you can see it just gives the name. I can also do cool stuff like a filter. Let's filter Pokemon by Pokemon.name is equal to, let's go with Caterpie. There we go. Here we can see. So it works just the same as any other Deci table in this case, because it's represented as a table. Now let me show you another example. So let's say that we want to track the Bitcoin price in a Deci notebook. We'll go back to our integration here, create a code integration. Now we're not going to use one of the presets that we give you, so one of our examples. I'm actually going to make my own fetch request. So I'm going to say response equals await. We're going to have to fetch this from using Binance API to get the Bitcoin price. And I'm going to use data equals response.await response.json. And well, I'm not really sure what that returns, so I'm just going to console log data. This is one of our features, I suppose, where you can see the logs right down here. So we can see symbol Bitcoin USD price 27,000. But what you might notice there is that the price is in strings. So normally this would be a problem because the JSON type would be string, so it would be the string representation. But now that we know that, we can actually just say return the number version of data.price. Oh, and again, we still get the log. I can delete it. Oh, there you go. Continue. And now we see that it's actually a number here. Let's call that Bitcoin price. Just to show you, if I didn't do number here, it would give you a string representation. So let's go run. Preview 27,000. So that's very much a string. That's not a Deci number. So let's go back and put the number back. So run it. Preview. There we go. Let's insert it into our notebook. Here you can see I can see that just fine. I can refresh it. So it's currently 27130.74. If I just refresh, let's see what it does. Same thing. Okay. Let's use this in a structured input. So let's say that the Bitcoin price times 5. Okay. Oh, it's just the same. We can do some conversions. So we can say that in USD per Bitcoin. And there you go. How our units work. So let's say I then down here would have like my Bitcoins. Let's say you're lucky enough to have 5 Bitcoins. There we go. Our unit system recognized that just fine. Shift enter to get a new structured input. And let's say that I just do my Bitcoins times, I call it unnamed. So let's call it Bitcoin with units times Bitcoin with units. Okay, cool. So this is the amount of money you'd have. Very fortunate. Just one last thing is I can say here view source and I can edit this just fine. So just for a laugh, let's just times by 2 and run. Okay, that's all fine. So you can see that the price doubled, but obviously it's just a bit of a joke. And to show you that the refresh does work, if I go into code, and remember, this doesn't have to be just fetch requests and stuff. You can just do any JavaScript that you want. So if I just return math.random, times 10, run. So this one, let's call it random number 4. Let's click the little button there to see the results. So let's just refresh that. There you go. So just giving you a random number. Okay, that's about it. Thank you for watching.